Let's speak with Michelle Ejikum. Hello, Michelle. Good morning, and thank you very much for joining us. Can you tell us what is happening right now?
Hi, good morning, Andy, and thanks for having me. We're live at the Osu Castle this morning, and here today is the first day of the festival, of course, but the procession will start later in the afternoon at 3 p.m. But currently, the artists are setting up. We've seen a number of sculptors. We've seen artists also going on here. Some artists still painting, but I have Adenye, who is one of the coordinators of the event, and she'll tell us what to expect from today through to Sunday. Adenye, please. Okay, so it's a week-long event, very packed, and so it's not just for Saturday and Sunday, it's from Monday today till Sunday. So today at 3 p.m. there will be a Remembering Day procession. So all the general public is invited. Just bring all white and join the procession. So the meeting point is at the Osu Castle, Christian Castle at Osu. That's close to the Independence Square, the Blaster Square. So all are together here, and then the procession starts by 3, and then we'll come back, and then we'll have an opening exhibition here by the Alphabet team. So there'll be exhibition paintings and all sorts of artworks that will celebrate the Afro-Brazilian heritage of a number of Ghanaians, mainly people from the coast. And so after the opening exhibition, the exhibition, which is titled "This Is Not Make Believe," will mount to the end of the festival till Sunday. But today's opening ceremony from 6 p.m. So after the opening ceremony, by 6:20, there will be a film show, Dance Like a River. That's a documentary of dancers from Gamashi to the United States several years ago. And so tomorrow, the film show still continues here, and the film labs and the masterclass labs are all free of charge, and is open to the general public. So
What time is it scheduled, and where is it happening?
the film shows are from 4 to 9 p.m., but the times are varied. So they should go to our website, accra.org.com, or to Chalewote Festival on Facebook or Instagram. So they'll get the time, the specific time or the specific film they want to come and engage with. So there will be producers and the actors of the films that are being screened for Q&A sessions. And also there will be master classes. So there will be photography master classes by Unimac GIJ lecturer Ebogay Volo. There will be ceramic master classes by Nigeria Ceramics. There will be film master classes by a renowned South African filmmaker, and they're all in town. And then on Friday at 6, there would be a performance at the Efwa Sutherland Drama Studio at the University of Ghana, Legon. Okay. That is for 50 cedis for students and 120 cedis for the rest of us. And the tickets will be at the drama studio. So when you come there, you buy the ticket. So that is the only ticketed event for the week. But for the rest of the event, they are free to attend. There will be lots of drink and food to nibble on for sale. And also, a kind weather advice that due to the weather conditions, patrons of the festival are encouraged to bring protective clothing, umbrellas, so that they would enjoy the full, they will enjoy the festival to the maximum.
Yes, so I was about asking about the weather because, well, when we woke up this morning, there were a lot of splatters. In fact, it was drizzling even on my way to work. Are there any measures put in place to help revelers?
Okay, so when you see that artists are painting in the rain and in the sun, So as patrons, we are going to enjoy the festival, whether rain or shine.
Hey.
So you should just come prepared. Come with your raincoats and umbrellas, and we will party the Chalosa way.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for talking to us. I'm so grateful. Kindly let me speak with Michelle again. Adenye. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Andy, I'm here. So, as she said, we're partying whether rain or shine in the Chalote way. But I'll encourage our listeners to also follow us on all our social media platforms, on Joy 99.7 FM, on Hits 103.9 FM, on Joy Prime, and on Joy News, because we'll be giving updates of every single thing that's been going on here. And then also use the hashtag Chaliwate on Joy. Yeah.
So for now, what is really happening there? If you can paint a picture of what is really happening, can you please tell us what's happening? Have people started coming in? What is the weather? What's happening?
All right. So currently there are no patrons yet. We only have the artists around, the sculptors, and then those painting. Some are still painting; they are not done. And I spoke to a few of them, and they've been saying that they started with a painting 4 days ago. Others started a week ago, and they're still on it. But it looks good. The paintings are all looking very colorful and bright. And some of them are also saying that their artworks are based on this year's theme. That's Magneto Motherland. So their paintings depict the issues of slavery years back. Yeah. So that's what's currently going on here.
What about the weather? Does it seem favorable?
The weather is fine. It doesn't really look like, except that it's a bit cloudy, but not too cloudy. So it doesn't look scary. It doesn't look like it's going to rain anytime soon. But at 3 p.m., the procession will take place, like the lady said, the coordinator told us. So it's open to the public. You just have to be in your white, and then we all come together and assemble at the Osu Castle, and then we move from here.
Many thanks for talking to us. I'm so grateful. In due time, we'll get back to it.
All right, sure. Thank you.
All right. In the studio, Martinez. Good morning. Graham Martin.
Sir.
How was the weekend? Good?
Yeah, it was good.
Nice. Adam?
Morning.
You okay?
By the grace.
Oh, okay. Mr. Clark.
Yes, boss.
Killmonger, how are you?
We're good.
We're back at it.
Yeah. It changed like the weather.
Did you go to the wedding?
Yes, that wedding, yeah.
Are we free to, is it free to air?
I think the owner is right? I don't know, but it's not like...
Well, listeners, okay. We've lost one of our own.
I beg landlord.
We've lost we've lost one, but yeah, she's still ours. Yeah, we've lost Ria.
Oh, please, landlord.
Eh?
Landlord.
As you land well.
Who go cry?
We've lost her briefly. She'll be back. So over the weekend, it was a colorful event. Ria got married.
My heart is real. You go
Which
reach
broken heart? And then she's still mine. Yeah.
You go explain tire.
She's still mine. Ria is still mine. So yeah.
Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations to Ria and that guy. I remember asking her, Ria, you and this guy.
You saw something, eh?
Charlie,
You
know me now. Ria, you and this guy.
Sorry.
Was it not the same guy that brought you lunch? He said, me. I'll wait for her
No
to come.
evidence. But finally, the evidence is out.
Charlie. Okay. So yeah, quickly, Charlie Watty. Adam, let me start with you.
Yeah, for me, I think it's a fantastic idea. I really admire the transition that is gone through over the decade. It was instituted, and I think that it serves as a good platform. I love how they have put in some master classes to not just, enjoy themselves, but impart some knowledge. And Abel is one of the astute lecturers from GIJ when it comes to photojournalism. He taught me photojournalism almost more than a decade ago. And I think it is good for those in the industry. It also serves as a form of exhibition, trade show for players in industry, commercial activities, among others. And when you go for trade show, some of the opportunities or benefits you get is driving trade, revenue. You are meeting industry players, trying to learn the new trends of whatever you are selling, and also there is the bit for you to exhibit your product to the general public. It is good. On the tourism side, I think as a country we have a lot to gain, and it needs the necessary media expose so that it becomes that festival that people will travel far and near to come and witness, so that the country at the end of the day will benefit. So let us hold it dear, because there's a lot of elements which tells our story in it, and I'm glad that this time multimedia has partnered and doing everything possible to make the world know of it.
Martin?
And they also commend the team for holding it all this while. Especially this particular year, very, very excited, multimedia coming on board. That shows how big the program is. For multimedia to step in, it means it's here to stay. And I like the fact that, like Adam said, they have brought in some master classes as well, especially the filmmaking. I'm very concerned about that, and I'm very, very excited about that particular aspect of it. That at the end of the day, you have fun and you get the opportunity to learn as well. And it all contributes to the growth of our industry. And so the music lovers get their share, as well as the film lovers as well. And I have seen another program lineup, which is reading, trying to impact that habit of reading into the people. I've not had the opportunity to witness the program before. Then this particular edition, I'm willing to be there and see how it is, because I've heard a lot about it. I've watched their videos and see how exciting it is. But I have not stepped a foot to witness it. And so the change of location even tells how big it's becoming. And like last week we discussed, it's one of the events that we hope the government will pay critical attention to it and see how far we can project it to the whole world.
Rob?
Yeah, Charlie, we can only wish them all the best. They've come this far. Let's patronize what they are doing. It's running all the way from today till the end of the week. So, yeah, let's visit, let's experience it, and let's share the good news so we can keep going on and on.
Ever witnessed it?
Second?
Ever witnessed
several times. Yeah.
I see.
Several times. In fact, in the past, I used to even hold some dance sessions in that particular space.
Okay.
Yeah. So
how are you doing it?
They had stages, several platforms. I think they said they're going to have multiple stages again. So yeah, we'd literally take the dancers, go to a particular stage, and then they begin to play music. Then we'll spoil thereof.
So what happens? Is it like a dancing competition?
Oh no! It's just dance
exhibit.
Yeah,
okay.
Just exhibit. Basically, all the killers you see today. I'm sitting
killers.
Here, I'm
all the hard guys, you mean? Why are you sounding like Bulldog all of a sudden? Calling your hard guys.
Where are they sitting?
Killers.
He's with us.
Like Bulldog. So basically, all those who are excelling today, or those who are on top of their game, they've been through that particular space. So yeah, it's something that's it'll be vibe.
Is it gonna happen this year too?
Oh, I'm sure most of us will be there. So.
All right, listeners. So let's all be at the Black Star Square, the Chalewate Festival, Chalewate Arts Festival, the Street Arts Festival has begun today, and so be there and witness greatness. Call Lunch Avenue on 0558-502-206 and have your lunch delivered to you at your doorstep. Enjoy the convenience of lunch order and delivery right to your doorstep from Lunch Avenue. Now, get ready for an unforgettable experience at the Calabash Color Festival, happening at the Untamed Empire on September 9th, 2023, starting at 12 noon. Prepare to groove to electrifying performances by top-notch artists, including Mr. Drew, Kwamina MP, Sefa, Dope Nation, Banzi Bonero, and many more. Witness an incredible display of energy and talent that will leave you captivated throughout the event. Get your tickets now at at Osu, Oxford Street, Frankie's, Pocky House, Airport, Front Back, Nyaniba Estates, Nullum Clothing, or dial *711 *11 *44#. Tickets are selling at 150 Ghana cedis and 250 Ghana cedis for double. Okay. All right. Now, listeners, Honorable Kennedy Japan is in the news. Kennedy Akumpre Japan. My big brother. He says he will assemble all musicians. He has spoken on the creative arts. In fact, he says the first thing he would do when elected as president, and he mentioned us, the creative arts. He did an interview on City TV, and this is how he answered when a question was posed or asked him what he would do when he first comes to power.
What will be the first thing you do as president if you're elected in 2025?
Changing the mindset. What I'll do is, and I've started, it's good you came up with this question.
We are signing out. I just wanted one thing you do.
I'll bring all musicians together to let them come up with heroic songs, and we'll organize a concert like We Are the World. R&B, High Lives, reggae, gospel, they all come together and play all these songs. Then after that, we'll give it to the media and schools to play for Ghanaians to be patriotic, honest.
Daybreak Hitz.
Did you hear that? Or
He didn't finish.
well, because they were wrapping up. Remember, if you watch the interview, it says they were wrapping up. In fact, that was where we needed most came last. So please spare me 35 seconds of your time and listen to the gentleman again.
What will be the first thing you do as president if you're elected in 2025?
Changing the mindset. What I'll do is, and I've started, it's good you came up with this question.
We are signing out. I just wanted one thing you do.
I'll bring all musicians together to let them come up with heroic songs, and we'll organize a concert like We Are the World. R&B, High Lives, reggae, gospel, they all come together and play all these songs. Then after that, we'll give it to the media and schools to play for Ghanaians to be patriotic, honest.
Hitz FM 103.9.
Well, he sat to the Marasanda of City TV. Robert, let me start with you. You heard Honorable Kennedy Japan.
Yeah, I heard him. So
What do you make of what he's proposing?
Okay, so when you listen to him, you'd probably think that what he's saying doesn't have a lot of weight, and I've heard people, react to it, because for some people it's not relatable. For others, it doesn't carry like direct benefits. You can't because usually you're thinking that the person should be able to promise you something that has got direct benefits. So you can say, okay, so they're going to be schools or they're going to be this, that kind of stuff. And then that line too, again, it's a bit intangible, and so therefore it's uncountable. You cannot say, okay, so you're going to be 7 schools, that kind of stuff. And so sometimes when these things happen, you think that it doesn't have weight. But what he's saying is very, very deep, and it's also very crucial. And the reason why I would say that is because when you analyze a statement, the first part says, so let me break it down. We have the goal, we have the activity, and we have the end result. The goal is that the first thing is going to focus on is the change of mindset. And then the means to achieving that is what he explained, that he's going to use musicians. And by the musicians, I think three clear things come to bear. The first part is the lyrics, because obviously if you are focusing on patriotism, then there are specific things you want to talk about. And the second part of that music is the fact that he wants to use music as a vehicle. And there's a lot of literature, there's a lot of evidence, a lot of scientific proof and psychological, or a lot of literature on psychology that basically shows that the kind of music you listen to has a direct impact on the society, So that's also in there. And then the third component of the music is the fact that he's using musicians. And musicians, we know, they wield a lot of influence on people. And so if you're going to be talking to the populace, you're going to be talking to students, imagine having all musicians singing and saying one particular thing that has something to do with patriotism. It means that there's a certain amount of impact that you're actually going to get. So yes, so those are the three things underneath it. And then the last one is the expected results. The expected results is patriotism, honesty, and discipline. And that's why I asked for it to be played again, because those are the three key words he said at the end. That he's expecting that his actions will be able to lead to PhD, patriotism, and then there is discipline, and then there's honesty. So patriotism, honesty, and discipline. And so so I'm asking myself, why patriotism, why honesty, why discipline? Again, if you analyze these three key terms, you'd understand that at the end of the day, they are very, very crucial. Running the nation, there are three key relationships you are trying to make sure that you manage. The first one is the relationship between the state and then the citizens. And that's where patriotism comes in. The second one is the relationship between citizens, that's citizen to citizen. And that is where we have honesty playing a role. And then the third has to do with discipline. And that is, so we are talking about the relationship between citizens and whatever project, policy, law, information that is out there that at the end of the day we are supposed to, hold dearly. So if these are the three key areas, then he's certainly saying something, and I think that there's a lot of, substance in it. But is that enough?
Okay. Well, good question.
I don't know. I don't want to finish. Is that enough? No, that's not enough.
Time.
I'll wrap up. Don't worry. I don't think it's enough, and that is so. We will certainly need other things. But I just want to say that there's a lot of substance in what he said, and we need to be able to look at it. And the fact that he's chosen to pay attention to the creative arts as the means to doing what he wants to do, I think that the creative should be happy, because at the end of the day, somebody is actually taking keen interest in you from the beginning and using you as part of the strategy to achieving what he really wants to do. I like the fact that he said one. They asked him the question about one, and this is the one he mentioned. It doesn't mean that that's all. It doesn't mean that this is the only solution to all the problems. But just to be fair to him, the fact that a particular statement has been made that encompasses all of these elements, for me, I think it's vital.
Adam, do you think... okay, fine. Is this something we've not heard before?
Andy, I think that's not the first. It will not be the first patriotic song. We have the.
It's not about patriotic songs.
That's the focus, to make us more patriotic.
No, what I'm asking is this statement, is this something we've not heard before? I'm asking this because Adedankwa Akufo-Addo, the president, had a lot of. I'm saying had, right? Had. It's not just about, hey, my friend, watch your mouth. I'm saying had, because before he became president, he assured us his support, even to the extent of inviting creatives to his residence. There was a serious backing for him from the creatives. There was a creative art for change for him. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because there was a heavy assurance for the creative arts. And so, yes, I've been reading the commentary, and it's like, yeah, the same thing people are saying that, oh, yeah, remember, Neguvado said, what didn't he say? What didn't he say? Again, it's the same fraternity. Could it be that this is also one of them talks?
It's possible, because as human, we try to flashback. We try to connect.
When they say Ghanaians don't remember.
From things which have
Ghanaians
happened in
easily
the past.
forget.
If you are basing the judgment on this, you can say it's a political talk. But until, for me, I see the blueprints to say that, okay, this is what the vision, this is the methodology, these are the benchmarks put in place, and the strategies to achieve it. It will be one of those things, because at times we hear politicians speak and the real power to do it is also a different thing, because we have had promises which are carried out. However, how they are carried out tells how efficient that promise will be. So he has said it, he can even do it, but based on how it is carried through, the efficiency or the result will tell. So people will be right, Andy, to say that it is one of those things, because we have seen and heard a lot in the past. For me, I think that the patriotism goes beyond music. At times, the politicians themselves, need to show that resilience at ensuring the right thing is done. Over the years, we still have our national anthem, which fearless honesty and help us to reasons. But when people come into power, all of these songs they have sung from their infancy does not play out. That honesty bit is not there. We have the Yenara assassinate. People have gone through daily, from basic school to junior high school to senior high school. But when they get into political offices, which even has the national flags and coat of arms there, it's like they forget about all of these things. So I think it will go beyond just using music.
Is that a way to say that it's unnecessary to do it?
For me, anything aimed at shaping the mentality of the Ghanaian is welcome. But how that is implemented is also going to, speak to the resultant. Because you may have a good intention, but how you will carry it, the plan to carry it, will show whether that good intention will achieve that thing you wanted to achieve. So we have heard it, we are looking at it.
Well, thank you very much, Martinez. Yes, so he's using music. Do you think that would change anything?
Yeah, it has an impact. The politicians know how powerful the creatives are, and they always tap into us, especially campaign seasons. You see creatives mounting stage